It is a Wilfork Wednesday. And we've got Vince Wilfork with us, fresh off his induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame. And he's joining us. And Vince, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm down here in Florida with this weather, but everybody's safe and sound and feel like it's going to be past us pretty soon. So all is well.
All right, well, wishing you the best down there. Stay safe for sure. Let's get back to the Patriots now. You went through this in 2008 when, you lost the quarterback. So what is the reaction in the locker room when the starting quarterback goes down with an injury that looks like it's going to keep him out for some time?
Well, it's the next man standing. This is the NFL highest of the highest. So, you can't really dwell over who you have and who you don't have. So the next guy, Brian, he's in line to come in and take charge of this football team. And Brian is a veteran. He's been around the league for a long, long time. He's been up on the best quarterback, Tom Brady, for numerous years in his profession. So I don't think that it's taking a step back. I think he's in good hands. The team is in good hands with Brian. He'll know how to lead the team, and it's probably one of the best backup quarterbacks in the game. So as a Patriots fan, I would still feel real comfortable and confident in that Brian can get the job done.
And we'll I would think, see Brian Hoyer on Sunday against the Packers. How much of an impact, though, is the loss of Mac Jones, not just for this week, but for his development?
Well, I mean, he's in his second year. I mean, just talking with him for a little bit this past weekend, he's a competitor. He is a super competitor. He loves him. He loves his team. He loves what he does. He's trying to get better each day. So I know it's tough for an athlete, especially a quarterback that has so much grit that he has, and I have to understand that things happen sometimes, and he can take time now to kind of understand, okay, what I need to do to get back. I can do, I can study a lot more. I can look at different games and kind of start to form my identity. When I do get back, there's some things I might can change and I can do better. So this time it's going to suck for him, just knowing that he's a super competitive. But when he comes back, I mean, he's going to be very grateful, and his mind going to be in the right place. So hopefully he do all the things he can do to get back for his team, because I know his teammates love him, and I know he loves his teammates.
So the day-by-day thing that we heard from Bill Belichick at the top of the show there, you're laughing already. I'm curious, how does that play in the locker room? When you were a player, did you guys pay attention to those Bill Belichick press conferences, and what kind of reaction would those get?
Well, I'll tell you what, no information is good information. Bill is one of those guys. He's going to keep that team grounded and kind of stay focused, because, they're coming off a loss and they have to go to Green Bay. And probably the next best quarterback to play the game now, all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers, up in Green Bay, which is going to be a tough environment to play in, one of the tougher places to play on the road. So you don't have time to really sit back and think about what you've done and you haven't done at this point, and you're coming off a loss. So I think it's going to be a good challenge for these guys, and we're going to see what they're really made of, and it's going to be tough. Road games is tough, and games alone is tough, especially when you're going on the road against the Green Bay with with a quarterback of his nature. They're going to be pumped, at home, facing the Patriots. So you don't have time to sit back and see what went wrong and what all went wrong. You just have to learn from it, move on, game plan each week. Game plan to be tough, because one week you game plan for one type of way, and the next week you have to throw that out and put something else new in. So it's going to be up to the players to kind of get on that ship and get going. And I think Bill's going to do a real good job of making sure that they don't bring that last week game into this game.
Before we move on from last week's game, though, if you look at the numbers, and we talked about how difficult it is to kind of game plan for a guy like Lamar Jackson, being a dual-threat quarterback who can run the ball as well as he does, and they put up 400 yards of total offense, 37 points. But do those statistics kind of tell the whole story, or did you see something there that maybe you kind of like from the Patriots defense?
Well, I do. I mean, I don't like the one drive they had where it was a sudden change. Baltimore got the ball on the 50-yard line and they just went down and scored at will. That's probably the only drive I really felt that, they gave in, and once the game got out of control, guys trying to do too many things and stuff like that. But listen, all you Patriots fans, I played a lot of football, studied a lot of football. Patriots, they're not far off. If they can just eliminate bad football, take the turnovers out of the game, take the big plays out of the game, and just be more consistent, I'm telling you, they're right there. So You know, we've seen 3 weeks in a row from my eye. When I look at it, I see 3 weeks in a row that they had a chance. You know, they had a chance, and not being able to make plays when you're supposed to and giving them up. That's what's costing us. You walk away with 3 or 4 turnovers. Turnovers kill you, and that's what happened against Baltimore. They killed us with turnovers. So they have to be able to put games together and be more consistent, consistent. And I'm telling you, they're knocking at the door. But when you have a younger team and a lot of guys that's new of how things are being ran, the leader's going to have to step up. They're going to have to step up, and they have to step up now. But they're not far off, So I'm looking forward to these guys continue to grow and put good football on the field. And the more games that they play, the better they should become. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we'll see if they can take that step forward in Green Bay this weekend. All right, ready to get to the Blitz? Let's get into it here. Let's go. Best moment of Patriots Hall of Fame weekend.
Seeing all the fans and my ex-teammates, guys I haven't seen since I was a rookie in the second and third year in the game, all of a sudden see them show up for my big day, that was a blessing. And of course, the amount of fans that came out, it was very overwhelming. And I'm pretty stoked about that. So that was the most important.
Well, you certainly deserved it. Meanwhile, the red jacket. Now, I'm not sure what happens with the red jacket. Do you bring it home? Do you wear it around the house? What are we doing?
No, I kept it in New England because I won't really wear it if I had it. So I kept it in New England because I figured only time I wear this, for events up there. So they're going to keep it nice and clean and pretty looking for me because if it was here, who knows where it'd be.
All right. How about, did Bill try to talk you out of retirement?
No. I told him a long time. I told Bill, 3 years ago that I'm done. But no, I'm officially retired.
First word you think of when you hear Green Bay?
Cold.
Would you rather play in the cold or the warm, or the hot?
Cold.
Cold. Okay.
Cold. I'd rather play in the cold.
Matthew Slater made sure that everyone knew today that Brian Hoyer's real first name is Axel. Did anyone call him Axel when you guys were teammates, whether it was in New England or Houston?
That is news to my ears. Amazing.
You kind of wish you knew that ahead of time, huh? All right.
Oh, I wish I could have.
Yeah, go back in time. All right, Vince Wilfork, hey, we appreciate it so much. That's Wilfork Wednesday. Again, stay safe down there, and wishing you guys the best as you guys deal with the hurricane.